Today we will be evaluating the implementation of the business intelligence software by Cisco. Firstly, we'll be explaining the expected benefits of the business intelligence software. Overall, we expect it will allow Cisco to make better use of the information gathered from operations. We expect it will do this by improving access to information and improving the quality of information available. At the present time, Cisco uses a data warehouse, and it's very difficult to extract even basic information from it. With the business intelligence software and its dashboard function, we expect it will be much easier to evaluate even basic information. Further, the data analytics function will allow Cisco to look at future activity. At the moment, the data warehouse does very little to help Cisco expect what will happen in the future. Here is an example of the dashboard. As shown, it talks about overstocked products down here and inventory status up here. And this is one way that internal control will improve, as it will allow management to keep an eye on stock levels and ensure it reorders as necessary. When they were evaluating implementing the software, Cisco looked at two key questions. The questions were, what additional products can Cisco sell to existing customers, and which of its current customers are they likely to lose? These two questions are beneficial because it sets a clear objective, and this helps it evaluate whether it will be a good decision to proceed or not. Also, it is arguable that these two questions are the most relevant, since ultimately Cisco will be looking to improve its sales. The difficulty is that it prevents the Directors' Council from fully understanding the business intelligence software's capabilities. For example, it does not consider that some administrative staff may no longer be needed, since the BI software does a lot of the processing of information. Therefore, saving a future cost is not considered. However, many of these benefits may not be clear until later, and so it may be wise to consider only what is most immediate. That is, which additional products can it sell, and which customers can it avoid losing. As shown in the table here, there are a number of different licensing scenarios, ranging from the first scenario, which is bare bones, to the third scenario called volume discount. The pros and cons are discussed in the table. In essence, the bare bones scenario ensures low upfront costs and it also ensures that overinvestment does not occur. However, it foregoes the cost saved with the volume discount. As shown here, there's a cost-effective volume discount in the third option. Overall, we recommend a bare bones strategy. Although it means cost savings are foregone, it reduces the risk of overinvestment. It also gives management the opportunity to evaluate the success of the software and ensure that it can overcome any potential pitfalls, which we will discuss next. There are a number of possible implementation pitfalls. Firstly, there may be resistance from staff. For example, a number of entities already use business intelligence software, and so they may be reluctant to spend more money on software that arguably they don't really need. In addition, small entities may also find it difficult, especially if they feel they don't need the depth of reporting that the BI software offers. Lastly, there may be resistance from older employees who are not used to using the software for its reporting. However, there are a number of strategies to overcome resistance, and hopefully the Cisco can overcome this by clearly explaining why the software is necessary and how it can benefit the organisation. In addition, there can be difficulties in linking the software to the company data. However, using the business objects team should help overcome this, as they've implemented the software at a range of entities and have significant experience with these difficulties. Further, the broad scope of Cisco makes implementation difficult, in that there are a number of entities performing different functions. Arguably, one set of software may not be available or appropriate for all entities. However, once again, Business Objects has had plenty of experience in implementing the software and should be able to help Cisco understand how each entity can benefit from the software.
The distinct features of the implementation methodology mainly focused around how can we make this software specific, how is it going to best work for the business and make their goals achievable. The key to this is the users. Who's using it, why are they using it, and how can we make them more efficient in their daily jobs. This is mainly reliant on them giving us feedback on how they want the software to work for them. For this to work, we have 3 advisable measures that the company needs to focus around. The first being that the commitment of the managers needs to be there. They need to be committed so that their staff will follow on board. The second is the quality and success of the training that we provide. The project will not be successful if we don't provide accurate training to the users so that they can make the best use of the software. In the long term though, Cisco really do need to focus on those two feasibility questions. What else can we sell our customers, and who are we likely to lose? The competitive advantage is in the reduction of costs that we find by using this software, and therefore allowing us to gain a greater market share. The internal controls also allows for a better regulation of risk, given the dashboard, which is going to send alerts as to what the company may need to order or what may be out of the ordinary. The authorization also has licenses for users, so only certain users will be able to access certain points. We'll be able to increase the monitoring across the operating systems in the company, as well as creating new policies which will there better affect our efficiency. One of the main competitive advantages comes from the fact that Cisco is larger than their competitors, and therefore they will be able to invest in this software and expand their operations based on the software. We do need to consider the human resources effects of implementing this software, which is that a lot of their job is now going to be done by the software, but what this comes down to the training again, that we need to train them to use it to more effectively do their jobs, not lose their jobs. Ultimately, the competitive advantage is coming from that stance.